Hello everyone, my name is Maggie. I am a beauty enthusiast. I just love makeup and talking about makeup and putting on makeup. Today we are doing this kind of simple, everyday, smoky eye, very soft, very glam look. Very summery and bronzy, but still a little dark and mysterious, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I hope you stick around, and if you want to see how I got this look and you want to see the products that I use, then just keep on watching. Right, let's jump into it. I'm going to start by priming my eyes with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, just so we have a nice base to work off of. Everything looks flat and even, and the eyeshadow has something to grip onto, basically. So I'm going to be using the Violet Voss Wild Dahlia palette. Don't mind my hands, I fake tanned, and I didn't wash my hands afterwards. But I just want to do like a soft, smoky eye today. So I'm just going to start by setting everything down using this white shade. I at least don't have the names on them. But just using a bone color shade to set down that eye primer so it stays and we don't have any sort of creasing. Then I'm going to go in with my crease brush, and I'm going to use this cooler toned brown to work that really into my crease. It's going to be a very simple look. I'm not going for much here, but I want it to look like I put in a little bit of effort today. So just really building that color up into the crease so we have some definition. Then on a smaller crease brush, my dirty ass hands, I'm gonna go in with the darker brown shade and work that more on the outer corner of the crease into the eye, into the inner corner of my eye, but keeping it more so on the outer bit just to elongate the eye and give some more definition, and it'll help make your eyes look a little bit more open. Just really focusing that on the outer part and then bringing it closer in, so that way more of the color stays on the outside. And just making sure that everything is blended. And then I'm going to take that same shade we just used, but on a different brush, and take that down onto my eyelid. Like so. And I'm doing this before any shimmer because I don't want it to be crazy intense, but I still want it visible. Just like so. I'm gonna go in with this green kind of sagey color because I feel like that's just really pretty and I'm feeling it. So I'm going to take it on my finger. And put that on my lid. Just right in the center of my lid. And kind of tapping out the edges. Then, with a eyeliner brush, if I can find it, I'm just gonna line with this black shade, and I'm gonna do it from the outer part of my eye right to my pupil. Just that half, as close to the lash line as I can possibly get it. And I'm just following my natural eye shape. I'm not doing a wing or anything like that. Can if you want to, though. I have done this look with a wing and it looks just as beautiful, but I'm going for more of a daytime vibe, and for me that means no wing. I love this black. It is so pigmented and dark. It's perfect. And the reason I'm doing black eyeshadow instead of like black liner is it just looks a little bit softer on the eyes, but it still gives the definition that I want on my lash line. Just like that, just very simple. I'm gonna do a little bit more on the bottom when we get there, but for now this looks great. It's a very simple, easy look, but it looks like I put in a little bit more time and effort into my appearance. I'm going to spray a little bit of this NYX Bear With Me setting spray just to give my face a little bit of hydration. And I'm going to let that set down, and while that is setting down, I'm going to go wet my beauty sponge. All right, that setting spray was a little bit more for like my skin just to give it some hydration. Now I'm gonna go in with actual primer, and I'm gonna use the Caliray So Blown Clean Blurring Primer with collagen peptides just to give my skin a nice smooth base to cling on to. I've been using this primer for a few weeks and I really like it. It blurs, and without it feeling like slippery or clogging any pores, it just kind of gives you this airbrushed look to your skin. So I'm just putting it where my pores and fine lines tend to be. Plus it smells like oranges, so that's nice. And then for foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation foundation. This is a much better shade for me because I am self-tanned, but not on my face. And I really like this applicator. I know a lot of people don't, but I like that I can just swipe it on. It's such an easy foundation to use. I feel like nobody talks about this, but this is like my favorite foundation. It's probably my third or fourth bottle of this. It just gives your skin the most healthy looking glow. It truly looks like skin, and like as you wear it throughout the day, it just really like melts into your skin. So then with my Real Techniques dirty sponge, I'm just gonna pat this out. I'm using a sponge instead of a brush because I don't want like full coverage, but I do want a nice even skin tone, and this has enough coverage on its own. Like, it just looks like skin. It's so nice. It's not too dewy, and it's definitely by any means not too matte. Ta-da! I'm going to use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer. This one's in the shade Light 45W. So it's a little bit more yellow than my other one, but I think that this, yeah, this should work. I'm not going to really highlight or anything. I'm just going to put it on my chin. And same as the foundation, just going to blend it out with the sponge. Using lightweight, dewy products like this foundation and this concealer just really help to give more of like a skin-like finish, which I have been loving recently. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup, but I still want to feel confident and look presentable. Just making sure that that's all. Blend it out. There's no like weird differential between the foundation and the concealer. It just brightens everything up. Now I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. Just trying to use this up. It's a really great powder. As you can tell, I really like it. But I'm just going to set it under my eyes and where my foundation tends to move or crease or anything like that. And I find that, especially with this concealer, because it has like hyaluronic acid and stuff like that in it, when I set it down, it doesn't make it look super matte. It just makes it look a little bit more natural. I'm just setting under my eyes and like around my smile lines. Because I feel like those are the first to go when my makeup starts settling. And my forehead. Now we just have like a nice, smooth canvas to put everything else on. For bronzer, this is not cruelty-free, but as you know, I'm trying to use it up. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer. I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to use this today just to warm up my skin a little bit. Just not so much for contouring, more so for just giving a little sun-kissed vibe to the face. Might have been a little too much, but that's okay. This is a really pretty bronzer. I'm so sad that NARS isn't cruelty-free. I really try to shop cruelty-free, but you know, sometimes things just work their way into my collection, whether I purchase them or not. So I like doing around my lips just because I feel like it gives me a little bit more of a pout to my lips, makes them look just a tiny bit fuller. I think I'm just gonna go in with Pat McGrath palette. I've been using this for a few months. I think I'm gonna use this shade, which is Desert Orchid for my blush. And this is just a Real Techniques blush brush. Just on my apples and then working my way up my cheek. I am such a blush girl, like no look for me is complete without. So I like to pack it on. We're gonna finish up the eyes really quick. I'm gonna go back into the Violet Voss Wild Dahlia palette, and I'm gonna take that black shade with the same eyeliner brush that I used and do the exact same thing that I did on my upper lash line on the lower one. So I'm gonna take it from my outer corner to where my pupil is. Kind of connecting the two lines. I love this. I love doing this little liner trick. It just makes your eyes look a little bit more awake, a little bit bigger. I'm just really a fan of this technique. I do it quite often. Just like that. And then we're going to take a very small blending brush and I'm going to go in with that first cool tone brown shade that we used and kind of smoke that out on my lower lash line. And I'm taking that all under my lower lash line. I'm not stopping it at the pupil or anything like that. I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I'm using neutral brown. And I'm just kind of filling in the sparse areas, making them look a little bit fuller, not really changing the shape or anything like that. Just quickly kind of filling them in. Like that, like very simple, very easy. And then using that same spoolie that I used to brush them up, I'm just gonna kind of blend everything together so there's no pencil marks or anything like that. And to set them, the NYX Brow Glue. I really like this. I know some people don't because it's too sticky, but I like that it's sticky because that tells me that my brows aren't gonna move for the entire day. Just kind of pushing them up and then arching them down like that. That's how I love to do my brows. Push them up like as high as they can go. That way you get like the individual hairs in there. That way it doesn't look like just a big block of brow. And then at the edge, just very lightly kind of push them back into shape. Like that. For mascara, I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to go in with the Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes tubing. I think this is tubing. Mascara. Just really work up my lashes. This mascara is so nice. It really doesn't get like super clumpy or anything like that. So I feel like I can put on a few coats and not have to be concerned with any clumping or any, you know, spider lashes and stuff like that. It looks not like false lashes. Like it definitely just looks like mascara, but it still gives a little bit of oomph that I feel like my lashes kind of need. I'm gonna put on a little bit more of a shimmery bronzer just because I feel like my skin is looking kind of flat right now. So I'm gonna go in with the Kosas, the Sun Show bronzer in the shade Escape. And I'm gonna very lightly dust this on my face because this is a little too dark for me. So I'm gonna use a big, dense fan brush and just kind of lightly dust that. More so on like the high points. I'm gonna take a little bit down my nose. Because I feel like my nose, if I don't put like blush or bronzer or something on it, I just feel like my nose kind of gets lost. Because I don't have a super defined nose in general, which is fine. But when I put on makeup, it just kind of gets completely lost. So I like to put a little bit of something kind of shimmery on my nose just to enhance it, make it known, make it seen. For highlighter, we're almost done. Can you believe that? It's been a quick minute, but highlighter, the Essence Pure Nude. This is my favorite like day-to-day highlighter because it's just so beautiful and so natural looking. Like, it doesn't have any sparkles or anything. It's just like a really pretty sheen on your face, like truly pure nude. More of like a lit from within type of a glow. For lips, I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I'm just going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Slip Shine Sheer Shiny Lipstick in the shade Cookies and Cocoa. And I'm just going to and ta-da! I'm going to set my face using a little bit more of a high-powered setting spray. This is the Dermablend Lock and Last setting spray, water-resistant setting spray. I'm going to use this just to make sure that my makeup lasts all day and, you know, doesn't melt off my face because it is boiling hot out. And yeah, that is it for this quick, easy, kind of everyday smoky eye look. Just looking a little bit more put together than when we started. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to subscribe, all of that good stuff if you enjoyed. And I will catch you guys in the next one.